What do you think? Good. Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It's August 10th, 2018, and I'm headed into work for the day. What a fucking crazy week, huh? It's been absolutely nuts. Excuse me. Let me think. Today is Friday, right? Or is it Thursday? Yeah, Friday. Okay, cool. Yeah, I had 2 date nights. I just realized. So Wednesday night, Nikki. Well, let's start back. So Monday was when I got into a fight with Rochelle, and basically told her and her kid to go fuck themselves. And I pretty much lost her completely as a friend. Yeah, kind of needed to be done. The way she was treating me, the way she was acting, was just basically like a complete asshole towards me. I've actually never been treated that poorly before. I thought I had, or I thought I'd been treated bad in the past, you know, in various things. Nothing like that. Very, very narcissistic. Very, very just fucking unreal, dude. Especially for our age. Usually people by the time they get to our age, pretty fucking cool, chill people, because they've been through fucking some shit, you know. So that was Monday. I've been hitting CBD oil like a motherfucker all week to kind of just stay calm, relax. So then Wednesday we had a date night, and I had dinner with the new girlfriend's parents and all that. And Wednesday night was when she became my official girlfriend. So we both agreed to go exclusive. Last night she came out by me. Wednesday night I went out by her. Last night she came out by me, and we ordered some fucking pizza, which sounds like not a big deal, but I'm still doing the keto thing. So like I still eat like 2 meals a day keto. So pizza's a big deal. Like I was really excited about that. My tummy wasn't so much. And then after we ate dinner, we ended up going to get some shelving from IKEA, but it wasn't the close IKEA. It was one that was like really fucking far away. It was almost an hour drive each way. She's a teacher. She wants to set up her classroom and stuff, and she needed some stuff. So we went all the way out there because that was the one that was closer, didn't have it in stock. That was kind of fun. It was nice. Nice cruise. We went later, like after dinner, like I said, so the traffic wasn't horrible here in Chicagoland. And then, so that was last night, and then we came back and watched The Secret. So for those of you that don't know, The Secret is a movie. Well, first off, it's based off of a book, but it changed my entire life. So the Secret is based on, or is, the law of attraction. And for those of you that don't know, please go out and watch the movie. It's on Netflix. If you have Netflix, it's free, I guess, or whatever. It's called The Secret, and it's got a bunch of it's kind of almost like a motivational type of movie or whatever. But the law of attraction, the way it works is, whether you want to believe in it or not, it's still happening. So every single person I've ever shown that movie to, The Secret, totally relates to it and gets it and believes in it. And then it just goes from there. If you want to test it, if you want to try it out, if you kind of want to be a skeptic and maybe not necessarily fully believe it, but give it a whirl, that's where the magic happens. So the movie The Secret came out in 2006, and I've been working on it and towards it for over 10 years now, or probably 10 years. I might not have seen it right when it came out, but what's interesting about it is everything that I've been doing in my adult life has led me to this point. And so when Nikki and I watched it last night, they're talking about like debt and this and that, and they're like, you chose everything that you have in your life now. And she's like, I don't believe in that. I didn't choose my debt and this and that. And I was like, well, you kind of did. Because even in the video, the guy was like, sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but all the bad things that you think are bad in your life, you brought on yourself. And she's like, well, I didn't do that. I wanted to go to school and do this. I'm like, yeah, but it's the way it works. So, but I kind of explained various things that she was kind of being negative about last night. Not in a bad way, but she, kind of was. The secret, or the law of attraction, it's kind of hard to work on initially. The way society is designed and the way that we're programmed to think is we actually focus on the negative. And for instance, Rochelle, she's very, very, very negative. And I actually didn't realize she was as bad as she is. I didn't think it was that bad. But for instance, after we kind of like broke up, I told her, I said, we didn't work out. I'm glad we tried, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm looking for something very specific. And, unfortunately, she wasn't it. And I told her this. And she kind of laughed, and she's like, well, I don't know what I'm looking for, but I know what I'm not looking for. She's kind of like looking at her past relationships as like, well, those didn't work, so I know I'm not looking for those traits or things. So the way the law of attraction is if you're thinking about and focusing on what you don't want, let's say, good, good or bad, but let's just say that they're bad. Let's say, if it's something you don't want, maybe it's a bad thing, bad things. The way the law of attraction works is you're going to attract more of those bad things because that's what you're focusing on or thinking about. Even if it's something that you don't want, because you're thinking about the bad stuff or the things you don't want, you're going to attract more of it. And it's very, very interesting the way it works, because it does work that way. I can vouch for that. So that was a big, huge mind shift. When I told her, like, I'm looking for something specific and you're not it. And then she laughs and says, well, I don't know what, she literally said, I don't know what I'm looking for, but I know what I'm not looking for. That right there was like, fuck, dude, like, she's gonna have a hard time. And literally manifested Nikki. Like, she's incredible, like amazing and down to earth. And I was surprised by that, because I didn't really know much about her. So it's been a very, very interesting journey and stuff. But yeah, so, but Nikki kind of liked the movie and all that stuff. I gave her a massage last night. I rubbed her shoulders and feet and stuff. She's been setting up her classroom all week, and she's like physically wrecked. And so we didn't really catch like the full movie. And all that. We were talking and about various concepts that they were throwing out there and stuff here and there. But it's very, very, very interesting concept. But I told her she probably thought I was joking. I never got to tell her my story, but I actually manifested a burrito through the law of attraction. And it was the weirdest fucking thing, but I was like, the books and stuff, they say, all right, pick something, most crazy random thing that you want. It doesn't have to be anything like super big, like a house or a marriage or a kid or whatever. They're like, pick something random. And sure enough, I did. I was like, oh, I want a burrito. And I had no clue how I was going to get the burrito. All I knew was that that's what I wanted. So I focused on it. And I put it out there in the universe. And then this was years ago, but I was at work, and randomly one of my coworkers invited me out for like a luncheon or lunch with one of the contractors or vendors or whatever, which means that they pay for the lunch. I was like, huh, This was within like a day or 2 or 3 that I manifested this thing. So then we ended up, sure enough, going to a Mexican place, and I was sitting there like looking at the menu and this and that, and I'm like, I want a taco, I want this and that. I'm like, oh, I know what I need to get. I need to get that fucking burrito. So I ordered a burrito, and I was like, this is insane. Like, I rarely get invited out for lunch that's paid for by, you know, vendors or whatever. But then we pick and I didn't pick it, but they picked Mexican. And sure enough, the place, of course, had burritos. And I was like, geez, this is phenomenal. Absolutely incredible how this system works. But I could talk and talk and talk. I don't know if you guys realize it, but like I said, I've been studying this shit for years. And yeah, so I gotta go. I gotta get some gas. I gotta get the car washed. So stay tuned for more. Bubbles! Yeah. Hey, I am home from work from the day already, and I usually make a video on my drive, but it's on the phone and just rocking out to some music and stuff. So left work a little bit earlier than normal. It's 4:45 now. It's like almost 90 degrees outside, so I'm gonna hop in the shower. I picked up a surprise present for Nikki last night, or yesterday actually. I gave it to her last night, but I got Beatles Rock Band for Xbox 360. So I have an Xbox 360. She owns that game for Nintendo Wii, and she says she really likes to play it. So I might dig out the instruments and stuff tonight. I don't know, or now. And maybe if we have time, we can play a little bit. I can see what kind of skills she has. I need to skedaddle though, so stay tuned for more.